Hi guys, it's Rebecca Santoff from Rebecca's Creative Adventure, and I'm going to show you guys a technique that's called punching in the round. It's a way to use your Jumbo Circle cutting template and your border maker cartridges. You can also do it with the border punches, but today I'm going to do one with the border maker cartridge. I have a couple examples here to show you. This one, let's get this out of the way so you can see it better. This, actually this was done with the oval, but I don't have the oval right now. I have the circle, but this was using a chain border maker cartridge. This one was done using an edge border maker cartridge. It had the houses on the edge. And this one, which is a little harder to tell because of the mats on the paper, but with the music notes cut out, this one was done with a knockout style border maker cartridge, which is kind of also an edge style. And so actually this one is what I'm going to show you today, the knockout style. And I'm going to use that same punch. It was called Rock On, and this was an exclusive punch that we got last year in one of our secret boxes. Now, I'm bringing that up because yesterday, our third secret box of 2026 just released, and the secret boxes are exclusive boxes that, like is in the name, they are secret. They do sometimes give you a hint of what is in it. Like you can find out if it's got like paper or stickers or borders or stuff like that in it. This year, all of the secret boxes have frame punches in them, which is a border punch. So not the BMC style, but the other kind of punches. And just like last year, if you have ordered all 4 secret boxes this year, so there's one that comes out every quarter, in December you will have the chance to get a 5th exclusive box, only if you've gotten all the other 4. And another reason why I bring that up is because the page layout that I'm actually working with today is from the Music to My Ears Simple Page Kit that came in box number 4. So last year, and box number 5. I don't know if they're going to do the same type of thing this year with box number 5. I really enjoyed it. So last year, each box had its own specific collection. Music to My Ears was one of the collections last year. And then in box number 5, they came out with simple page kits that matched all the collections that came out in the previous secret boxes that year. So I'm excited for secret box number 5 this year. I don't know if they're going to do the same type of thing, but I really enjoyed that. So what we're going to do today, that was just a little blurb about secret boxes. If you haven't got one, go to the Creative Memories website, and I've got a link posted below in the description. And order your secret box because they are super fun. But today we're going to do punching in the round, and I had a piece of cardstock. Here it is. Misplaced my piece of cardstock. So oops, that one's not even a full piece. Let's get a full piece. Okay, I'm using cool gray cardstock. I hope this will show up for you, but this is the color that I think will look good on my layout. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your Jumbo circle, and you're going to line it up to where it's centered on your mat, on your paper. And I have made dots, made little marks on mine at the 30 and the 45 degree marks, just so it's easier for me. But it does have these little, like these little things that will help you to line it up. And use your, it's super easy if you have your 13-inch cutting mat here. I recommend the 13-inch mat, especially if you're using your Jumbo Circle template. So you line up your paper, center your paper on the mat, and then center your Jumbo template on your paper. And we're going to take our red blade and cut around the outside of the circle. So just make sure your two little feet are in, they just go in the track right here on the outside. Now I got to recenter myself. All right. Make sure your feet are in the track. Hold it tight on your page and cut all the way around. There. Now you can set your template aside. And you can take the outer piece off. Now what you're going to do, try to keep your circle centered like you had it. And you're just going to mark every 30 degrees. And what I've already done on my mat, because it has the 30-degree lines on it, but when you cut out the Jumbo Circle, you can barely see the edge of the line. So I have already taken a Sharpie and made my 30-degree lines a little bit longer, just so it's easier to find. So just do a little pencil mark on every 30-degree line. Now what you're going to do is take your Border Maker cartridge. You're not going to need the tray for this. So just put your cartridge into where it clicks in the housing. And I have already, for the purposes of punching in the round, I've already marked the bottom of my housing halfway. It should be, I think it should be about an inch. Let's see. Yeah, it's right at an inch because the entire opening is right at 2 inches. So I've already marked the center to make it easier to see. And I might need to have made my lines a little bit longer. We'll see. Yep, I think I needed to make my lines longer. All right, we're going to line this back up so we can make our lines a little bit longer. And honestly, I think what you can just take your, if you want to take your ruler, because this is going to be the back side, so if it's helpful, you can just draw straight lines all the way across. Okay, so now you're just going to line the line that you drew up with the line that is on your housing. And some punches it's easier to see than others because of how open the design is. This one is a little more difficult because the design is, there's a lot of metal in there and, you know, not as much open design. But since I drew that line pretty straight, or, you know, pretty far on my paper, I can see it. And you're just gonna like engage the punch to where it's holding your paper, and then you want to flip it over so the pieces fall out. And then you just want to follow it around and do that on every line. And you can take some scrap paper and try this technique. It doesn't work as well. You know, some punches do better than others. So you just want to play around with them, especially when you're getting into like the chain punches. Those are a little more tricky. And I'll do a video of those at a different time. But for the most part, with the Boilermaker cartridges, you're going to do your circle using the Jumbo Circle on the outside with the red blade, and you're going to draw 30-degree lines. If you're using a border punch, which is the white punches, like with the airplane arms, it looks like, most of those are going to be 45-degree lines and not 30-degree lines, because it's a bigger punch. So this is what we ended up with. Pretty cool, huh? So I've got all the lines there, so I'm flipping it over. And now what I'm going to do is put this page together real quick. And I say real quick because it is a simple page kit. And simple pages are fast pages. I'm going to open up my mat here. So the simple page kits, we have simple page kits that come out monthly, and the monthly ones usually match our, I guess you want to call it, collection of the year. This year's collection is, I just totally forgot the name of it. Is it On the Bright Side, or is it Your Own Way? It's one of those two. I think it's Your Own Way. And every simple page kit that comes out monthly kind of coordinates with that. You don't have to have that collection. You can just get the simple page kits and do one a month, and you've got an entire album. So they've got your two base pages, and then on the back of the extra page, the cut apart page, are the cut lines. So we're just going to take our 12-inch trimmer and cut on these cut lines. You've got the dotted line, which is where your blade is going to go. It's super easy to line up the cut lines on that. And then you also have this line guide that can help you make sure you're on the right line for cutting your strips. I wish I had some pictures to go on this layout. I love going to concerts, but I haven't been to any recently, and they are just so expensive. There's a concert in my area that I'd love to go to, and I don't know if you have these wherever you live, but it's like candlelight and like orchestra music, but they do like modern songs. Like sometimes they'll do movie themes, and sometimes they'll do TV themes, and sometimes they'll do like rock bands or whatever. And there's one coming to my area that is Coldplay and Imagine Dragons as orchestra music, or classical music. And I really want to go see that. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to or not. But if I do, I will have this page ready. So then you've just got your, layout guide here that shows you where to put all the pieces. And I'll show you what I'm going to do with that circle that I cut in just a minute. So I'm not going to lay the mats down yet. but I will go ahead and do the strips on the bottom and the top. So got these 4 strips here. Actually, I might wait. I might do a strip. Let's do the circle first, because I might put a strip in a different place than what they want me to put it. And you know what? It's just a guide. You don't have to do it exactly like the page says. You can do it however you want because it's your page, right? So we're going to cut our circle in half. And the easiest way to cut a circle in half is to take your 12-inch trimmer and you just kind of nestle it down in this area right here. And it'll sit, and how it sits will be, it'll be exactly in half. I don't know how it works, but it does. It's physics or something, and it's just in half. So I'm just going to make sure that I'm not cutting through one of the punches here. So we're going to rotate it just a little bit to make sure we've got a line through the paper, cut through the paper. And I'm sorry that my dogs are getting ready to come in here, so you might hear some noise because I forgot to shut my door to my craft room. But hopefully they aren't too distracting. So I'm just going to set these down like this. I have 2 golden retrievers. And you are hearing Gracie right now because she likes to talk. She's a talker. Bear is very quiet, and Gracie's a talker. So I'm going to put my half circle, just set it right on this red line here. As I'm looking at this, I'm almost wishing I had chosen dark sea green instead of cool gray. I think the cool gray is a little bit more muted than I wanted for this layout, but one of my mottos is done is better than perfect, and it's better to get the pages done and in your albums than to have them perfect. So I like how it looks. I just think it's a little bit understated, more understated than I normally like. It doesn't stand out enough. But I think what I am going to do is take these strips and put one of them there across where the circle meets. And then the other one, do we want to do the other one at the bottom here? Or do we want to do it at the top? I think we want to do it at the bottom. Make sure all my music notes are sitting the right way. Okay. I'm using repositionable tape. If you get something just a little bit crooked or wonky, it's super easy to pick it right back up and put it where it needs to be. And then eventually the repositionable tape does become permanent. See, I got it a little wonky down there. So let me know in the comments if you're going to any concerts this summer, or if you've been to any favorite concerts lately. Concerts are so expensive, but everything is really. That's just the time we live in. Okay, we've got these mats here, and I'm probably going to wait until I get my photos for whatever event I'm using here to use the mats. Because see how they have it laid out here? You've got 2 horizontals on the bottom, horizontals here, and verticals. Well, if I use that same layout, I'm going to cover up my circles. but I will probably just use less photos and maybe do something like this. And I'm fine with that, because usually when you go to concerts, I don't take very many pictures because I'm always sitting way, way far in the back. What I do is I will go on Facebook and search the event. This is a little pro tip for you. Go on Facebook, search the concert, because you know all concerts nowadays have a Facebook event or whatever for your city, and photos will show up. And you can usually grab a couple that look much better than the ones you would get in the back row. So that's my pro tip for concert photos. Print off a couple, and there you go. There's your concert page. And so that basically is punching in the round. I hope you enjoyed that. I want to see how you try it. And look, we've got a piano strip here. We might put at the top. So we'll wait and see. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed that. And let me know what you think. Show me how you're punching in the round. And next time, or sometime in the future, I don't want to say next time because I don't know what is going to come in my brain for me to do for my next video. But sometime in the future, I will punch in the round using a chain. And we'll see how it comes out different. Oh, that reminds me. Did I show you? I think I did show you. Yeah, I did. I showed you at the beginning, but like this. This would be a chain. And this is an edge style. The edge style is actually really fun. I think that's probably the most fun way to punch in the round. Because it just gives you a little more visual interest, I think. I've done another one, edge style. Let me see if I can grab it really quick to show you. And it'll give you a teaser of what it's like to use a border punch instead of a BMC. It is using the Wheatfield punch, which is probably retired. It seems like all the punches I want to use are retired. I need to get some more current punches, but this is using the Wheatfield. And I cut the circle out of the center of this one, or this one I left the circle in. So it's just a super fun technique for your pages. You can do it full as a circle on your page, or you can cut it in half and spread it across 2 pages like I did today. So thanks for watching. I will see you guys soon.